at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a second down and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 24, Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. Second and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Here's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Powering his way forward. Touchdown, 49ers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Touchdown! That's caught. Elijah Mitchell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Throwing is Hurts. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Second down and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Looking sideline, incomplete. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Deebo Samuel was a revelation for the 49ers in their run to the NFC Championship in his rookie year of 2019. Injuries kept him to just 7 games last year, but he brings a dimension of creativity when he's out on the field, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
Well, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
3 yards remain for second down. Working from the gun, Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Lance going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Mitchell into the secondary past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Second and 1 at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Oh, good move. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd down and 3. Lance, a give now to Sherman. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's Lance to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. It's Mitchell. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Niners 28, Eagles 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air, 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain of 22 yards. And the 49er first down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now the rookie's free. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Smith with a first down and more, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go, D. Big series right now.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw again. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll go again with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flushed out right. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Niners 42, Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Flush to his right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
36 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points